We've returned from Mexico and we survived. Hey, this is Tom Tech Show, and we did survive our trip to Mexico. We traveled down there a week or so ago and came back. Had a nice 10-day vacation. A little relaxation. There are some different things down there that they've put in place because of the beer bug, and uh, mostly it's confusion about whether you have to make a reservation to go to a restaurant or not. I mean, the hotels will tell you you need to make a reservation, and then you get there and to the restaurant and they say, nah, just show up. We'll seat you and feed you. It's no big deal, right? That's kind of how Mexico is. It's very laid back, very relaxed, everything in down there, and it continued to be so. This is like our 25th trip, I think, down to Cabo San Lucas. So it's kind of like our backyard. Actually, walking around down there late at night and stuff. I mean, we've seen some crazy things. We've seen the police chasing somebody and them yelling alto and him not stopping and them shooting him in the back, throwing him in a paddy wagon and driving off. We've seen things like that. Some crazy stuff. We've of course, it's all because of started with an obsession with Sammy Hagar and the Cabo Wabo Cantina down there, and going down there and sleeping on the street and stuff out in the middle of Mexico. You have a perfectly good hotel, but no, because you want tickets to the show, you got to go sleep on the street and stuff like that. So we've been, it's been an adventure over the years. And this time was about the same, as other times. I mean, the only things that weren't open were bars that don't serve food. So that's one of the limitations right now. If a bar doesn't have any food to serve, they can't do anything. We went to the Cabo Wabo Cantina and got a few drinks, and they said, well, you need food. So they just threw some, free, look like taquitos or whatever, chicken roll-up things onto your table just so it looks like you have food. So if anybody comes by, it'll say, oh yeah, they're eating, don't worry about it. So that's that's kind of how things were working. I did have a few pictures here from our trip. This is at the airport, the cattle going across the crossing guard area there. This was the hotel. We did initially book the Solmar Resort, which is one of the lower value, lower cost hotels in the Solmar chain. There's the Grand Solmar Resort, and then what they moved us to, since our hotel was closed, they moved us to this hotel, which is the Playa Grande, which it was very nice. It was very similar hotel to the regular Solmar Resort, but just all the food and drinks and everything cost more. Pretty much is the only difference. So this is out our room balcony, and we had a nice view of the ocean. You could see the waves kind of crashing and stuff, and if you left the door open, you could hear them all night and stuff. Yeah, it was on the Pacific side. The waves are pretty heavy, crashy down there. So and they don't let you go too close to the water because you'll get swept out. So I did put on got my little Trump 2020 headband, just to send, Twitter into a frenzy, which was always good. It rained at the hotel one day or maybe 2 days. Little bit of rain. It's always nice when it's raining down there. I mean, you're in, almost a tropical paradise there, and you've got a little bit of water, just makes it cool and nice, and you can just sit on your balcony and relax. It's very, very nice. A little storm coming in there. The other days it was very, very nice and bright and everything. This is like one of the big gigantic pools at the hotel. We go to this one place called the Mango Deck, and the Mango Deck it's pretty crazy. They have all kinds of contests and stuff out there. We did have to go to, this is a little thing they had set up, my Mrs. Tech Show and the father-in-law there that we took with us. for people to take pictures, for the holidays. We had to take our trip to Walmart because during this time right now, since not that many restaurants are open, not all of them are open, they're full hours, right? So some of them don't open until 4. So what are you going to do for lunch? Do you want to go off to some here? What are you going to do? So typically, if you're going, I would suggest getting a hotel with a kitchen or a kitchenette, so that you can cook some of your own food. Not that you really want to do that on vacation, but it'll definitely save you some money heading down to the Walmart there and buying a bunch of food that you can quickly and easily make. Typically, the room will have a stovetop and a microwave, and stuff like that. So did go out fishing, caught some tuna out there, then had a little visitor on the way back in. And this is at the Cabo Cantina. There is a big black band across it for, of course, Eddie Van Halen recently passed away. Yeah. So, and then we went out on wave runners, doing crazy things out in the middle of the ocean with my 84-year-old father-in-law. So he's still pretty spry and able to get out and do stuff like that. So that was pretty fun. We were having fun. This is another shot of the Mango Deck that you can see over here. There's this big stage, and they get people up there and have them do drinking contests and push-up contests and other things like that, and just people making fun of themselves, which is it's always fun there. We did have a night where they would do different little events down at the end of the hotel. They had some fireworks and stuff that they launched off. At the hotel, there's also a bunch of koi. So in the koi pond, it's very relaxing with the water and all that. So just some of the food that we get, we're vegetarians, and we get veggie fajitas. So that's kind of a veggie fajita plate that we were eating. That's what we would typically eat during our trip. At one place, Ponchos, they have rattlesnake tequila. We didn't try it this time. I don't know, maybe next time, but there's a rattlesnake. That's a rattlesnake actually in there. And then you can get a shot of tequila out of the rattlesnake thing, which is no. So this is us all packed and ready to head home. There were some nights when it was raining early on that there was lightning way out in the ocean and on the coast, and it just kind of lit up. And oh yes, Mrs. Tech Show must always purchase coffee from the Cabo Coffee Company. That's one of a main reason that we go down there, because she said this is the best coffee that she's ever had. So I don't drink coffee, so I'll take her at her word. And she also collects these. If you can see in this picture over on each side, there's one of them is Disneyland, the other one on the other side in the back is California Adventure. She collects these You Are Here mugs, and they happen to have one left for Los Cabos at the Starbucks, which is outrageously expensive in Mexico. But that was, kind of the highlights of our trip. Very relaxing, very good. I did make a video when I was down there, just using my V60 phone, which worked really well, being able to do that, shoot videos remotely, and I have a little editing program on there that I was able to edit the videos with intros and outros and title shots and everything else. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was a good time. So if you're wondering about heading down, traveling internationally, I have a video of all of the documents that you need to travel. Those were all good, except for I forgot to sign the customs paper. So you print that out, and I forgot to sign the bottom. There really is no line to sign on, so you just have to sign it. But anyway, it was no big deal. We did get our luggage searched this time, because going into Mexico, it's you hit a button and the light either goes green or red. This time we got red, and they just kind of halfway opened our luggage and said, "Nah, go," and then we went and stuff. Some other people that were ahead of us, they really dug into everything, because they were bringing some weird giant tents or something, I don't know, into the country. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, you do have that thumbs up, thumbs down thing when you go through security. But everything else, and even coming back into the country, was fine. We never have any problems coming back in the country. Have never actually been stopped coming back into the United States. So, but we all have passports and everything else, so that's cool. We did bring. Hold on, I gotta go grab something. Okay, so there's one more thing that we did get, and that is this. this, if you notice this bottle, it has no label on it. Because this is homemade cinnamon sipping tequila. This stuff is just amazing. You can drink it warm or cold. We kind of prefer it cold, but homemade. Our friend who lives down there, he has some friends who make it and provide it to him, and then he gives us a bottle to take home whenever we're down there, and it is just amazing. Our friend Carlo, who almost died from coronavirus, a lot of prayer and a lot of doctors with some medicine got him back healthy again, and he had it about 2 or 3 months ago, and they gave him hydroxychloroquine, and they had to take like 5 drops every 15 minutes in a little glass of water, and shortly after, the next day he started feeling really good, and then was better, then by the next week. He still had took a while. He had 40% of his lungs capacity was reduced, but he was in kind of the overweight, kind of class of people, but he was able to, he's walking every day, doing everything. He had his last appointment at the doctor when we were there, one of the Saturdays that we were there. We came back and checked up on him and stuff, and he said nope, his oxygen level is back to 99%, and his lungs are all good. He's back to completely healthy. So good doctor medicine and some prayer, and boom, you can get past this coronavirus thing easily. So the president did it. So we're all, a lot of people in the hospitals and stuff, especially around in Ventura, the death rate is very low. It's, just like everywhere else. So that's why we were traveling and not really worried or afraid. We took, my 84-year-old grandfather, my father-in-law, and he was fine. And we did a little extra cleaning, and we're not going to be dumb, right? You can't be stupid. Take some extra wipes and, wipe a few things down here and there just in case and stuff. But other than that, do what you want, right? And that's what we did. We did it on our trip. Had a great time. If you still have the means and the ability to go and travel and do some stuff, then yeah, go do it. Do that favor for yourself after all the stuff that we've been through, the last few months. Get out there and do something and enjoy yourself. All right. Got holidays coming up. Everything else. Take care. Bye.